How forgiving too much can become a weakness through the lens of Stoicism. Hey everyone, welcome back to Motivation Noted. Today we're diving into a topic that might challenge the way we think about forgiveness. We often hear that forgiveness is a virtue, and it absolutely is. But what happens when you forgive too much too easily? Is there a point where forgiveness can actually become a weakness? To explore this, we're going to bring in some Stoic philosophy, which is all about balance, self-control, and setting boundaries. By the end of this chat, I hope to offer you a Stoic perspective on how we can approach forgiveness in a way that empowers us rather than weakens us. So let's get into it. Forgiveness as a virtue in Stoicism. In Stoicism, forgiveness is seen as a form of emotional intelligence and rationality. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius talked about the importance of maintaining peace of mind, and part of that is letting go of grudges, not letting others disturb your inner calm. Imagine a scenario where someone wrongs you. Maybe a close friend or colleague betrays your trust. As a Stoic, your immediate goal isn't to lash out or seek revenge. Instead, you practice forgiveness for your own sake to preserve your peace. You understand that holding on to anger only harms you. That's a beautiful concept, and it's one that can lead to emotional freedom. Forgiveness, in this context, is a way of releasing the hold others have on your emotional state. But here's the question: when does this virtue become a trap? The problem with forgiving too much. While Stoicism teaches us not to be consumed by negative emotions, it also teaches us the importance of boundaries. Forgiving too much, without any discernment, can become an issue when it leads to patterns of mistreatment, manipulation, or a loss of self-respect. Let's take an example. Imagine you're in a relationship where your partner repeatedly disrespects you. Maybe they lie or break promises. Each time it happens, you forgive them because you value harmony and you want to practice emotional resilience. However, this pattern continues, and each time you forgive without consequence. What happens here? You've transformed forgiveness, a powerful tool for peace, into something that allows someone else to disrespect you. In this scenario, forgiving too much becomes enabling. It's no longer about emotional strength but about tolerating toxic behavior. As the Stoics would remind us, we must also value ourselves. Stoic boundaries, when to stop forgiving. So, how do we find balance? Stoicism is not about passive acceptance of everything. It's about being rational and thoughtful in how we deal with people. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This suggests that while we shouldn't let others' actions dictate our character, we also shouldn't allow mistreatment to persist. One way to navigate this is by practicing discerning forgiveness. This means forgiving but also learning from the situation. You can forgive someone while recognizing that you need to set boundaries or distance yourself from them. For example, if a friend continues to disrespect you, you can forgive them in your heart, but also decide that you no longer want to invest in that relationship. The Stoic principle here is about knowing your worth. You must practice forgiveness in a way that maintains your integrity and sense of self-respect. Forgiveness doesn't mean becoming a doormat. It means you let go of the emotional burden but still take rational steps to protect yourself. Self-respect and forgiveness. Now, let's bring in the concept of self-respect, which is crucial in Stoicism. Forgiving too much, especially when it's undeserved, can lead to self-betrayal. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters." How you react to repeated disrespect or harm is a reflection of your self-worth. Consider this. Forgiving someone who repeatedly disrespects you can send the message that you don't value yourself enough to walk away or to demand better treatment. Stoicism teaches us to be in control of our own minds and lives. This includes knowing when to protect your space from negativity. When someone continuously wrongs you, forgiveness without action can lead to self-neglect. Forgiveness doesn't have to mean reconciliation or tolerance. In fact, sometimes the most Stoic thing you can do is walk away with your peace of mind intact, recognizing that you deserve better. Forgiving yourself. Another important aspect of forgiveness in Stoicism is self-forgiveness. Sometimes, we're too hard on ourselves for the mistakes we make, especially when we've forgiven others too many times. If you found yourself in a pattern of forgiving someone who doesn't value you, don't dwell on it or beat yourself up. Instead, forgive yourself for allowing that situation and commit to setting firmer boundaries in the future. As Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. You can always choose to reset, to start fresh with the wisdom that you've gained. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, but also take responsibility for your future actions, knowing when enough is enough. So, How do you know when forgiveness becomes a weakness? Here are some Stoic-inspired checkpoints. Are you compromising your values or self-respect? If forgiving someone means you have to lower your standards or allow mistreatment, that's a sign something is off. Is this a repeated behavior? Everyone makes mistakes, but when someone repeatedly hurts or disrespects you, forgiveness without change isn't beneficial to you or them. Have you set clear boundaries? Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing someone to stay in your life without consequences. Boundaries are a key aspect of self-preservation in Stoicism. Is your peace of mind being compromised? Remember, Stoicism is about maintaining inner calm and peace. If your forgiveness is leading to more stress and emotional turmoil, it's time to reevaluate. Conclusion. In Stoicism, forgiveness is a powerful tool for emotional strength and inner peace, but only when it's balanced with self-respect and boundaries. Forgiving too much can quickly turn into a weakness if it means tolerating toxic behavior or losing your sense of self-worth. The Stoics teach us that we must value our own minds and lives. We should be kind and forgiving, but we must also be discerning. When you forgive, do it from a place of strength, not from fear of confrontation or from undervaluing yourself. Remember, true Stoic wisdom lies in finding balance between peace and self-protection. Thanks for watching. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Stoic insights and life wisdom. Let us know your thoughts about forgiveness in the comments below. Until the next video, stay inspired and motivated.